There's a Vort from the Telzer Rosh Hashiva of Gifter that I love. And I think once you hear it, you never forget the Vort. Zokt Rav Gifter, why is it that the Medrash that's very famous with Pappas ben Yehuda compares life without Torah to a fish out of water? If you mean to compare it to an animal that's no longer alive, pick another animal. A bird that you choke. Another animal that you cut off the oxygen supply. A fish out of water? The point is that without Torah you're dead, like any animal whose lifeline is cut or severed. Zokt Rav Gifter, and I heard this from my uncle Rav Weinberg, the Rosh Hashiva of Montreal, said this over many times. Pappas ben Yehuda is, we're not learning that life without Torah is like a fish out of water. No, it's something much deeper. Maybe in New York, fishing is not as common as it is where I come from in South Florida. But I could tell you that when you bring that fish out of the water, if you think the fish was alive in the water, out of the water, the fish is so lebedik, the fish is mamish, going all over the place. When you bring the fish out of the boat, the fish is lebedik and it's jumping and exuberance and vitality. You and I know the truth. The fish is dead. It looks like it's alive and it looks like it's enjoying life. The fish is dead. Zokta tells a Rosh Hashiva, a life without Torah is like a fish out of water. I don't mean that you cut off the oxygen supply. For that you could speak about any animal. Just like the fish out of water looks alive and looks like it's going places, but in actuality it's dead. Someone that doesn't have Torah might think that they're just vibrant and having a life of exuberance, but it's like the fish out of water. Looks are deceiving, because without Torah, you're dead. And I can tell you that having experienced many of the schools and many of the Kinderlach, the first thing I'm suggesting Shuvu does, according to Rav Gifter's Pshat, it gives them life. It gives them life they never had before. How else do you explain? I'm told in one of the northern schools by the principal, one of the boys, he had broken, I think it was part of his arm, I don't remember exactly which one. Now you should normally stay home a number of days when you suffer that injury. The next day he's in school. And so the teacher says to him, "What are you doing? You were injured and it hurts. Why aren't you home?" And the boy answers, and I quote, "The injury hurts, but not learning Torah hurts a lot worse. And I'm not staying home." Now can I ask you where that comes from? Where does such a cheshek and avas HaTorah come from? That a Yingala who a few months before didn't know Kashrus or Shabbos or anything about Torah Yiddishkeit says, "You're right, the pain is unbearable, but it's far more excruciating to go ahead and to stay home from yeshiva." One day, I saw Rabbi Glass in one of the, I'm sorry? He's still involved. One of my greatest experiences was being there. In fact, I will tell you, because I think everyone should redouble their efforts mumminess-wise. Afterwards, I found out that about 20 of the boys did not own kosher shavers, and they wanted to start doing a shaving in a kosher fashion. I said, how could my shul Sharei Tefillah in North Miami Beach not have this chaylik? And al hamakom, I told him that the 20 shavers were 21 will be bought by my shul. Subsequently, all the boys bought it. He sent me a beautiful picture of all 21 yeshiva bachrim holding the shavers, nice, clean shaven.